And Hosni Mubarak has been in power for more than 26 years.
The United States has got a close and meaningful relationship with Egypt. This relationship is a cornerstone for a policy in the Middle East.
A policy that includes giving Mubarak a giant aid package while looking the other way as he uses riot police and hired thugs armed with sticks, knives, swords, and Molotov cocktails to keep the opposition from voting on Election Day. You might say about Mubarak the same thing FDR said about another dictator.
He may be a son of a bitch, but he's our son of a bitch.
You see, we've had a policy of propping up dictators for more than 50 years now. Back when the Cold War started heating up, we decided to do whatever it took to stop communism from taking over the world. And the United States started mixing with a rougher crowd. In 1953, the CIA helped the Shah of Iran overthrow the Iranian government to become their supreme ruler. Sure, the Shah tortured or killed anyone who publicly disagreed with him, and even went as far as shoving broken glass up the nether regions of his critics. But he totally hated communism. Now, he was a son of a bitch, but he was our son of a bitch. The Shah kept Iran in our corner until 1979, when Ayatollah Khomeini's Islamic Revolution swept to power and held 52 Americans hostage for 15 months. That's when we made friends with Saddam Hussein over in Iraq. Now, he was an SOB too, but for 10 years while he was fighting the Iranians, he was our SOB. In fact, by the mid-'80s, we had sons of bitches all the way from Latin America to the Middle East. But hey, pimpin' freedom ain't easy.
Shake what your uncle gave you.
We needed to keep our SOBs happy and on our side, so we provided them with tanks, guns, planes, and mo money. Today we give Egypt more than $2 billion a year in weapons and aid. Sure, there's reports of torture, murder, and rampant political corruption, but somewhere along the way, we decided that in order to protect our own freedom, it was all right to sacrifice the freedom of others.
Shake what your uncle gave you.
This track is not an attack upon the American people. It's an attack upon the system within which they live. Since 1945, the United States has attempted to overthrow more than 50 foreign governments. In the process, the US has caused the end of life for several million people and condemned many millions more to a life of agony and despair. The strength of your dreaming prevents you from reason. The American dream only makes sense if you're sleeping. It's just a cruel fantasy. Their politics took my voice away, but their music gave it back to me. The land where the lumpen are consumed by consumption, killing themselves to shovel down food in abundance. I guess a rapper from Britain is a rare voice. America is capitalism on steroids. Natives kept in casinos and reservations. Displaced slaves never given reparations. Take everything from Native Americans and wonder why I call it the racist experiment. Afraid of your melanin, the same as it's ever been. That ain't gonna change with the race of the president. I see imperialism under your skin tone. You could call it Christopher Columbus syndrome.
Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Doesn't make any difference when they form your nation. Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Doesn't make any difference when they form your nation.
The world's entertainer, the world's devastator. From Venezuela to Mesopotamia. Your cameras lie cause they have to hide the savage crimes committed on leaders that happen to try and nationalize eating competitions while the world's been starving. Beat up communism with the help of Bin Laden. Where would your war of terror be without that man? Every day you create more Nidal Hassans. Kill a man from the military, you're a weirdo. But kill a wog from the Middle East, you're a hero. Your country is causing screams that never reach your ear holes. America inflicted a million ground zeros. Follow the dollar and swallow your humanity. Soldiers committing savagery you never even have to see. Those mad at me, writing emails angrily. I'm not anti-America, America is anti-me.
Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Doesn't make any difference when they form your nation. Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Is it Obama's nation or an abomination? Doesn't make any difference when they form your nation.
I don't care if him and Cheney, a long lost relations. What matters more is the policies, I lost my patience. Stop debating, bringing race into the conversation. Occupation and cooperation equals profit making. It's over, people wake up from the dream now. Nobel Peace Prize, Jay-Z on speed dial. It's the substance within, not the colour of your skin. Are you the puppeteer or the puppet on the string? So many believed it was instantly gonna change. There was still Dennis Russ, Brzezinski and Robert Gates. What happened to Chaz Freeman? What happened to Tristan Anderson? It's a machine that keeps that man breathing. I have the heart to say what all these other rappers aren't. Words like Iraq, Palestine, Afghanistan. The war's on and you morons were all wrong. I call Obama cause those are your bomb, your bomb, your